Hello there, Libra. My name's Frankie, and I'm coming to you from spirits-healing-readings.com, and I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath, and I've been doing readings for 27 years now. I'm assuming it's getting a little bit more up there, but first off, I want to apologize for your May reading. This is your June of 2016. But the May reading, the sound was off on our computer. We had no idea, so and that Mercury retrograde thing must have long, sticky fingers and decide to get inside the computer and for some reason change the settings. My idea of settings is power on and power off, so I'm blaming it on Mercury retrograde. But I made a video for you explaining that to you, which is on here somewhere on the YouTube thing. But anyhow, let's get on with the reading, and what I've done is I've drawn 4 cards for the month of June for you, Libra, and I'm going to use the bottom card for an overall view of the month, and we'll draw angel card at the end of the reading for you. I am not an astrologer, so I looked this up for you, and astrologically everything is gonna revolve around your 9th house, and I believe that's like foreign travel, foreign things, or interest or people at a distance. It also can be religious or intellectual stuff, affairs around your partner, like their relatives or things like that, and your outlook for the future. And because I'm an empath, I forgot to explain this to you, I am going to be Libra. So all of you Libras out there are going to be named Frankie for the time that you're here with me during the reading. So when I say I mean Libra. Anyhow, what Spirit's been telling me while I was laying these cards, and I thought to myself, this is just a very odd situation, from considering the matters that it's around, but the words that Spirit was giving me are power and strength. And I have the power and I have the strength, and I can be efficient when it's required. It's kind of a odd way to put everything. The reason I'm saying this, and I see now with the cards when they're laying, is the very first card for the overall view of the month is the 4 of Cups. And this is a card where I'm pouting, really, actually, or maybe things aren't going as fast as I want. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4 reverse cards in here, and I was thinking, well, how do I get this out of my mouth? But this 4 of Cups in reverse, I want to see it go upright, because as an overall view for the month, I would be looking at everything laying on the ground in front of me, right, versus this hand coming out of the clouds, handing me a cup from Spirit. And they're saying, open up my mind, just open up my mind and see that cup. It is totally filled to overflowing, and we're going to make it right for you, or make things come together for you. What they're asking of us is to get it together with a long-range plan, because they're saying efficiency, and there's something to do with the past with this 4 of Cups here in reverse that I'm failing to recognize, or I'm failing to release. Now I don't want to, because it looks like there's a little bit of a delay here, and I believe it may have to do around friends, or it may have to do around relationships. Like I'm not coming to terms with what I want to do overall with relationships relationships. It could be personal, like my marriage, boyfriend, girlfriend. It could be work, or it could be relationships to bring a project forward. The first, this is a general reading, so there's a lot of us out there, Libra. The next, because I'm saying this because you have the 4 of Cups in reverse, and then we have the 5 of Cups. And it's also in reverse. And I look at this, and I'm thinking, this one's I'm crying over the spilt milk, like what I lost. And this is I'm only looking at what I have, and Spirit's offering me something. And this one, they're saying, turn around, take back my power, take back my strength, and behind me are 2 full cups that I can use versus me focusing on what did I lose. Now, if this is a person around me, I'm saying this because if it is a person or a situation that's around me, I really feel it's time for me to evaluate it. And I mean really evaluate it. Because the next card here is the Knight of Pentacles. And Frankie, when I see a Knight of Pentacles, I'm thinking, God, he's just really, really calm, relaxed, and there he is. And he's staring at that pentacle, so he's sure of himself, he's sure financially. That word efficient, financially, message, financially, about money, or message about something that's very important to me, or decisions that are very important to me, because looking at all of this, I'm into something here. And so I'm going to benefit myself much more if I'm pretty straightforward and take my strength and my power back, because this Knight of Pentacles is upside down. Now, if this is a person or a situation, if it's upside down and it's my situation I'm in, there's a short delay. So, whatever I have to do right around it, I'm going to do, because I have the power, I have the strength, I'm efficient. Whatever it is I need to release out of my past, I release, I move forward, and I bring myself into a position of security and happiness. But if this is a person, when I look at this Knight of Pentacles, it will be an earth sign person, or someone with those kind of traits, which be Taurus, I believe, Capricorn, Virgo, someone with those kind of traits. And this person, it would be a person that either, if it's a person, it can be male or female, someone who's unemployed or doesn't want to work for these pentacles. And pentacles to me are money. And cups, they say are emotion. So this pentacle situation or person, it means a short delay or whatever. But it also means there may be someone around me that, and I'm saying this because we have the Queen of Swords here for the 4th card, and I do believe these cards are going to blend throughout the month, so it's not going to be, like they are going to go for me week by week. It's an ongoing situation that I'm dealing with. And the Queen of Swords, when I look at her, me, Frankie, here, I don't know if I can get that glare off of there for you, a sword, the King of Swords to me, is that component of someone who is fair and just and can make decisions and does them in an appropriate manner, right? It's a thought form card, where they're honest, trustworthy, stand up. It has that thought, that projection of law, or, even like legal matters, things like that, moving forward. Someone who's regimented, but fair and just, but still has that sword in their hand. When I see the Queen of Swords, I think of the emotional component of air, right? And with the Queen of Swords, upside or right side up, it's someone who could be dealing with grief, loss, something like that. If it is a person, male or female, it can be someone who's dealing with a major issue, but very strong, emotionally determined, and very capable of going forward, right? Going forward, stepping forward, making the right decisions and the choices, because this would be air sign. That would be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, I believe, if it is, or someone who has that kind of mentality. But when it's upside down, it's someone that can't come out of pull themselves up and being as, this is us, Libra, is it us? That's not pulling ourselves up by the bootstraps and getting on with it. Are we wallowing too much about this short delay, or looking to the past, like, oh, I've lost all of this, or I've lost all of that? I don't believe it's us actually doing that. I believe it's a situation that is around us, or a person, around us that is being there. It's unacceptable, ridiculously almost unacceptable, for the amount of the worrying, the drama, all that kind of stuff. If I was thinking this was someone that, or a woman that had just lost her husband, or that was in this state of grief or bemoaning the past, let's say, and I said, this is an example, oh, did you've had a loss, I'm so sorry for you, and they said, yes, and it was 40 years ago, and I don't know how to go on with my life. It would be like ridiculously over the edge, right? So when I'm looking around this situation for myself for the month, I'm going to consider the personalities and myself and what I'm involved in, like the overall view. So if this is a creative project, I'm going to bring it forward. It had a short delay, a hiccup, whatever, I had a little hiccup. If I'm dealing with someone like this Knight of Pentacles that's upside down, that always needs more and more and more and more, I'm going to turn it right side up, and kind of these two upside down things, both of them being, not upside down, but both of them being upside down, kind of tells me it's a person or a situation around a person that's outside of my own self. Now, if it's my own self, I obviously have been given the information, like take this cup that Spirit's handing me, right, that's God, source, whatever, is giving me, turn around and quit looking at the spilt milk and pick up those two cups that are right behind me. When I turn around, pull up my bootstraps, keep on going. And the reason I'm saying that, it's like, release it. That's what they keep saying. Release it and get moving. We gotta get moving now. The reason I'm saying that is because we do have the money, the funds, the idea, whatever it is, and it's balanced. Because the card that's in the middle of all of this is the Six of Pentacles, and that's money, giving and receiving. So if I am this Six of Pentacles, I have plenty, right? Or I am creating plenty right now. I'm creating it because I turned around, I took that cup from Spirit, I turned around and I said, oh, look at what's behind me. Forgot I had that. Now I'm in a position where I can, either give the monies if I choose to give the monies because I'm balanced, or I have brought in the money and now I can serve my purpose because they said I have the power, I have the efficiency, I have the power, I have the strength, but it's a matter of what am I focusing on, right? What am I focusing on? So what I want to do is pull back, right? Take that gift that's coming directly at me, turn around, look behind me and say, oh, I had a couple more too, right? If there's situations that are around me that are not being released, or people that I need to release, or situations I need to release in order to create this wealth and this abundance, right? I've had more than enough time for that introspection and to realize where it's actually coming from. And the way they're saying is, I want to pay attention to the views of others, but they aren't mine, right? So I'm going to pay attention to the views of others, but they're not mine. I'm not going to disclose like a project, or put it out there too early, but I'm going to be able to, with that strength, power, discernment thing going for me, to obviously and honestly state my case, right? Without this wallowing, without this over-the-top type of emotional or longing for what was. I'm going to go right into the future because obviously, the future is extremely valuable to me. So, I'm not going to get angry, irritable, pissed, that kind of stuff. I'm just going to say it. And I'm going to move on. I'm going to do what I have to do for myself so that I am in. I have picked up this cup from Spirit. I have turned around and I've taken the other two that I'm not looking at because there's always a way. There's always a way. How they say everything is fixable. I'm going to take it. So I'm going to take it because I'm coming into balance where I have more than enough for me and more than enough to share. Obviously, that's an excellent situation to be in, right? And it's a delightful situation to be in. So I'm moving towards it. I'm going for it, right? Don't want to be angry, don't want to be impatient, don't want to be spitting everything out at one time, but my counsel from within me, right, knows the situations that are going on around me, and I'm moving forward. End of the story. I think this is kind of, I don't know where we're all standing because this is a general reading, but it's kind of like there's things that have been going through my mind for a long time, and now I'm going to just bring them forward. Let's see what the angel cards have to say in here. Oh my goodness. Well, that's why I wanted to see something here, and I almost forgot. Guess what? When I was shuffling these cards, and I almost forgot, I sat over on the side. This card flew out of the deck and flew across the room, and I thought, what the heck? So I'm clumsy. I figured I knocked it across the room, but it's the Eight of Wands, and it's upright. And that means this communication, this message, the thing about money or whatever's coming towards me, it's time, because this is fast moving. Almost forgot I sat it on the table upside down so I could look at it, and that's communication. That is good communication if I pay attention to what's going on here. Let me just see. I don't know. Let's see. Oh my, what did they say about release? Here's our card, Libra. Opportunity to forgive. Now, isn't that interesting, based on what's happening here? It says, this situation, I can't read, it's too dark in here and the whole screen's glaring. This situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Hold on to the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies, and lift you to a higher place of peace and compassion. This card's beautiful. Oh, I didn't even really look at the picture, but here's two little, if you can see it, can I get koala bears up in the tree? That's just absolutely beautiful. She's playing with them and petting them. It's looking, Libra, like it's time for us to take the gifts and the blessings that have been given to us. Quit looking at the spilt milk and, bemoaning this happened, that happened, the past happened, it happened. And if there's something that's someone or something that's overplaying the hand, right? Maybe we want to just move past it. Okay, I'm going to read you what else it says in this little book here. It says, the angels sent you this card because they see that you've grown weary of a recurring negative pattern in your life. To break this cycle, it's important for you to release the old toxic thoughts about the current situation and relationship. You can do this by breathing deeply and on each exhalation, giving your fears, worries, anger, and other painful emotions to the angels. Forgiveness doesn't mean that you are condoning the other person's behavior. That's interesting because they showed us that Knight of Pentacles upside down and the Queen of Swords upside down, and it seems like it's extremely important to us to pay attention to that because of this extra card here too. But because our finances, everything around us, right, is being delayed because of this, obviously we need to release it and efficiently move on into our future, right? Okay, and it says it means that you are unwilling to carry toxic feelings and thoughts about him or her. Release, be free, and experience the positive through forgiveness. And this is the positive. It's a balance. I can give because I've already received like more than enough for myself. The additional meanings to this card are avoid blaming yourself or others as you release anger. A creative resolution to this situation will appear. There are hidden blessings in this relationship and the situation. Focus upon desires instead of your fears and judgments. I think that's pretty excellent, and this month is gonna really work out for us. There you go. We got a pretty good month. It might be we have to say a few things to get on with it, but it'll benefit us. Well, I want to thank y'all for coming and spending this time with me, and for your likes and your shares, your subscriptions. And if you want to know more about me, just go to spirits-healing-readings.com. There's information down below or above the screen somewhere in here. There is, and if you'd like to set an appointment, you can go over there too. All of the information is on that website. And thanks for all the time you spend with me. Bye. I'll see you in July.